Hi everyone, this is Renee Romeo of reneeromeo.com. I'm here today to give you my moving checklist. Now, I've moved 11 times in my life and I've helped countless others do moves of their own, so I'm going to give you all of my tips and tricks to make this a very successful and stress-free time. So let's assume that every move is going to be working within a 6 to 8 week time frame. The very first thing that you do is you grab your camera and you get it out and you take photos of everything. Why do you do this? Well, it's going to make moving into your new place that much easier because you'll be able to have a reference of how things were set up. It'll make things go very quickly when you're unpacking, and trust me, this is the most important part of all of it, because when you get to the new house, you want things to go so smoothly. Photos will do that for you. So the next thing you need to do is you need to get rid of anything that you don't want to take to the new place. And that means sorting through all of your stuff, and at that point you can go ahead and you can call any Goodwill truck to come pick up any large piece of furniture that you might have that you'd like to donate. Make sure you do this well enough in advance because they have waiting lists a mile long. If there are things that you could take to your local Goodwill center yourself, go ahead and do that. Or you can give things to friends, which is really great. And you can also have a garage sale and make a little bit of money for the new place, or you can simply throw things away in the trash or take them to your local dump. So those are several options for you to get rid of anything you don't want to take. Now is the time for you to start getting estimates on moving or hiring a moving truck. So if you're getting estimates on moving, don't always go with the cheapest price. You really should go with the people that you feel most comfortable with. And if they're the most expensive, negotiate, because chances are they're willing to come down and meet the price that you're willing to pay. And if you need to hire contractors at your new home, do it now. Get them lined up, because chances are you'll be able to start them off the very same day you move in, which is just a win-win for everybody. You get everything done all at the same time. And now is the time for you to make travel plans. So whether you're moving across town or across country, you might need hotel rooms along the way. So if it's a night or two, make those reservations now so you don't get closed out. If you're moving during a busy time of the season, you may get closed out and you might not be able to find anything. So make those reservations early. And this is the time for you to start eating out of your refrigerator, freezer, and pantry. You want to get rid of everything before moving day. And now's the perfect time to start making meals out of those areas. Now we're dealing with a time frame from 6 weeks to 3 weeks out from the move. And during this time, you're still sorting through and you're still getting rid of things that you don't need for the new house. But most importantly, you're starting to pack. So what are you starting to pack? You're going to pack anything that's in drawers, behind a door, or in a cabinet. Things that are seldomly used or are out of season, these are the things that you're going to target. Don't pack anything that you might need a day before you move, because you'll be really sorry. It'll be at the bottom of the pile of boxes and you won't be able to reach it. Now, you should also be purchasing some items during this time. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is a roll of brown craft paper. Now, this is really important if you have a place that doesn't have window treatments. If it's brand new and you don't have privacy, you can cut this into strips and hang them on each individual window with some masking tape, and it offers you privacy until you can get around to a more permanent solution. The other things would be paper products. Now, you should get some paper plates, paper cups, plastic utensils, aluminum foil, plastic wrap, and various size Ziploc baggies, so that you have storage solutions for whatever food options you have going at your house till the time you move. You're going to be packing away your plates and your glasses, so you want something for you to actually eat off of during that time. So that's really important. And you should keep out a cookie sheet, a frying pan, a saucepan, and a Dutch oven, because that'll make prepping your meals a little easier. It'll give you a few options during this time so you can actually make some quick meals. Make sure you get your vehicles serviced. If you're moving cross town or across country, you don't want any problems with you trying to meet the movers at the new place. You don't want any delays, so get that taken care of during this time frame. And the very last thing, do not pack anything that you can see in the rooms until you actually have a loan confirmation or confirmation on your lease for the new place. I've seen several times in my lifetime where friends have actually gone ahead, packed things up, and actually moved in order to realize that the people purchasing the place or the lease situation at the new place is gone. It doesn't exist. What do? Well, you got to move everything back in. Please don't be in that situation. Do not do anything unless you receive a loan confirmation or lease confirmation. Once you do, you can pack everything. And when you pack everything, I mentioned taking pictures in the beginning. Well, now is the time when you're going to take pictures of your electronics. So all of those components, wherever you have things plugged in, take a photo of it. It makes things so much easier to reconnect things quickly and easily, especially if you want to watch TV the first or second night you're in your new place. You can easily do it, reference your phone or reference a photo. Now you're at the 2 to 1 week mark before the move, and this is the time when you're going to confirm all of the arrangements you've made so far. So make sure that you call your truck rental company or you call your moving company and make sure that everything is in place, because you don't want any surprises come moving day. You're also going to make sure that your travel plans are still in place, so make sure that you confirm all of those, and we don't want any surprises there either. And this is also the time when you're going to change your address. Now you need to change your address with places like the post office, physicians, banks, publications, government agencies, anything like that. Make sure all of that is done ahead of time so that your mail goes smoothly to the new place. So you also need to get rid of your hazardous materials. So make sure that you've got friends that are going to be able to take gasoline or paint, even houseplants, because a lot of moving companies won't take houseplants with them. So make arrangements to get those out of the house at this point. And if you're moving to a condo or an apartment, make sure that you don't have any restrictions for moving day. Sometimes you need permits or you need to park in special places. So make sure that all of those are in place before you go so that you don't encounter any delays on moving day. And this is also a great time to hire a pet sitter or a babysitter for moving day, because to be honest with you, this really is not an environment for children or pets to be around. They get in the way and it really makes things confusing, and so you want this to go as seamlessly as possible. So make sure you have a sitter lined up for all of your littles. And speaking of pets and kids, make sure that you have a little packet set aside for them with either activities or specialized foods that they're going to need while they're at the sitters to make them more comfortable on moving day too. So think of them, and also if you've got any last minute items that you're going to be packing into clear bins, now is the perfect time to start packing those into those clear bins and getting those ready for the move. Now we're at 3 days before the move and we're dealing with all of those last minute items. So make sure that you make a sweep around your house, going through any cabinets or closets or drawers, and make sure that you have everything out of them that need to be. The other thing is start gathering up your jewelry, your money, credit cards, passports, ID, anything that you're going to need close to you on the day of the move. You could pack it in a backpack and kind of keep it close to you. The other thing is, if you've got your clear plastic bins still out and they're not fully packed yet, make sure that you're packing those with everything that you're going to need on moving day or the following day. And if you don't have clear plastic bins, clear plastic trash bags work great too. And you know what? I lost my sheets for a week because I didn't follow my own advice. Make sure you put your sheets in a clear plastic bag and you'll find them the very first night and you'll be all set to go to get a good night's sleep. Beyond that, if you've been using any equipment such as a snowblower or lawnmower up until this point, make sure that you drain those of all the fuel, and that way they'll be ready to pack on moving day and you'll be set to go. So now it's the day before the move, and this is actually a fairly easy day for you. What it's all about is cleaning up after you as you go along. Things that you're not going to be using from that point forward can be cleaned for the new owners or the new tenants. And it's about appliances. So empty out your refrigerator, make sure that it's clean, and then go ahead and unplug any appliances that are going to be taken with you on moving day. They need to be unplugged for the movers in order to take them. So beyond that, go ahead and arrange for food for moving day, whether you're ordering pizza or you're having someone bring something over for you. Make sure that that's in place because you really need a good meal and energy to keep going on moving day. And now it's moving day. And so the theme of the day is go with the flow. You know, you can't control things like rain or broken furniture, and trust me, these things work themselves out after the fact, so don't stress out too much over it. Beyond that, you're just going to go ahead and you're going to keep cleaning things up as things move along, because you don't want to be either facing a big cleaning job at the end of the day or even the following day to have to go back and clean things up. do it as you go. When you're done, you're going to make sure that you turn all the lights off, leave the keys, leave garage door openers, make sure that everything is nice and secure for the new owners. And then when you get to the new place, you can make up your beds and hopefully get a good night's sleep. It's after moving day and you're enjoying your new place, but there's still a few loose ends to wrap up. The first thing would be make sure you change your driver's license address within the first 6 months after your move. The second thing is make sure you compile any quotes or receipts related to damage that occurred during the move. You can turn that into the insurance company and get a speedy settlement. And then the third thing is make sure that any moving related expenses have receipts, because you may be eligible for a tax deduction. And if it's related to a job where you've had to make a move but the employer didn't take care of any of those expenses, you get reimbursed for that on your taxes. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this little video that I put together. I hope it's made your moving day that much easier for you. You know what? It's stressful, yes, but you know, if you follow my advice, you do this step by step, I really think it's going to make your life so much easier and the move that much better for you. Now, if you've used this checklist for your move, I'd love to hear your comments below and see how it went for you. I think that moving is really a life 101 basic human requirement. I think everyone is going to move at least once in their lifetime, and they kind of need to know how to do it well. This is Renee Romeo of ReneeRomeo.com. If you enjoyed watching this, please like, share, subscribe, and follow, and I'll keep bringing you these great videos in the future.